Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Hurley pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. The give to the big fullback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The handoff to Johnson. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Johnson. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. Defense all over him. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. The big fullback's got it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Run it with the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside, it's Johnson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they...
He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll give it to Johnson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. And there he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Swamped immediately.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
The fake and wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Into a tight window. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throwing right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the gun, it's Johnson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Johnson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now
the terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Huskies. Into the end zone for 6. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. He wants to throw it. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch, and he's free. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick give. It's Allen. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. That's caught. It's Allen. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
it is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fullback's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. The give to the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to pass. It's complete to the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, the running back has it. Moving deeper into enemy territory, move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second and long here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give to the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down to the air. Rush is on, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from 1,000,000 yards away. You're not going to make it, and he didn't. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived and we head to the studio. He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Thompson. He got it loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Black 14, Black 14. Hits inside, it's Johnson. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now they take the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's long. Here he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. That one will give them the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. The handoff to Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Complete on 3rd down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. On play action. Left side is Rodgers. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The run inside. It's Johnson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Bryant. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Handoff again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The official says no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Pulled to the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The kick is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Wants to throw on first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Tells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. On the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Second and long here. This time they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Sees a crease. On his feet at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, it's Allen. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
One thing you know with this guy at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football, and I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Sticks it in his belly. Steamrolls his way ahead. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Falcons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Give to the big fullback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a three-time All-American and a first-round draft pick.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.